Hello everyone and welcome to the live stream. We have a last minute topic change. I'm not sure which one it's showing for you guys. We were going to talk about rainbow fish, but you know, I really want to talk about ponds. I finally got them yesterday and yeah, that's what I want to talk about. I've never had a pond before in my life. Well, not in this capacity anyways. We had ponds growing up, but they were like full on like huge ponds. So this is like 360-ish gallons. If you see the correct thumbnail, that is the picture of the pond. It's roughly 6 feet long, 4 feet deep, and not 4 feet deep, depth, like front to back. How deep it is, probably like 18 or 20 inches, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I want to talk about today because I need some advice. What should I put in there? Things like that. So anyways, hello Jay, Damien, Mark, Tangs and Tanks. Hello, Alien World Aquatics. I was checking out your last video, and I don't know why it was funny to me, but it's a German ram checking out a UFO in his tank, which is appropriate for the name, and I don't know, just made me chuckle. Anyways, Otter Creek Aquatic, what's going on, buddy? Tampa Tom, Scottish Aquatics, what's going on? My most popular video right now is Scottish Aquatics Tour, so check that out. Chewy LTD, hello. Byron, hello. Who else do we got here? Leo7, hello. Lots of spam by me. Candy, hello. Duke Nukem, hello. Chirish, Brian, Lumpy Dog, fake name, Mr. Fax Machine, everyone rolling in here. Oh, did I miss Triple 10 Tanks? Oh, there he is. Hello. I always wondered, does that mean you have 3 10-gallon tanks? I don't know. Wait, what happened to Rainbow Fish Talk says ponds now? Yep, I changed it last minute because I set up the original live stream on Friday, and then last night I got my ponds, and so I'm like in total pond mode. We could talk about putting rainbow fish in ponds because that's definitely going to happen. So I got 2 of them. I'm only going to be using one as a pond for now. The other one I'm going to be using for a different project. We'll talk about that later. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Fax Machine with the first super chat of the night. Thank you. $1, I appreciate it. Char says, golden white clouds, bro. Golden white clouds for the win. I have long fin white cloud minnows that I could put in there. The problem is I have to finish taking down my breeding fish for profit tank, which is bushy nose plecos, guppies, and cherry shrimp, which is what I was thinking, like, I'll just throw all those outside in the pond and they'll do just fine. The problem is I no longer have a local fish store, so I'm thinking these things are going to breed like crazy for months and months and months, and then I'm going to have absolutely nowhere to unload them. So I don't know that I want to do that anymore, although it would be really fun. Rainbow fish and ponds it is then. I mean, obviously, if you guys have rainbow fish questions, you can ask. +1 for Olympic minnow pond. Wait, rainbow fish and ponds? That's a whole new level. L.R. Brett's Aquatics does it. And he's in Indianapolis where it gets like negative 100 degrees in the winters. But he has like 500-watt heaters in his ponds, and they're smaller. I wouldn't do it. Just his electricity bill has got to be insane. Ginger, hello. Sean, hello. 54 Punchy, hello. Ray, hello. Jobs, Aquarium, Tanks, hello all. I vote rainbow fish in the pond, $4.20. Thank you, my friend. Anybody else new in here? If I miss your name, don't take it personally. Just the chat is kind of crappy, so I might miss you. Plus, I tend to ramble. Is 100 pond enough room for a male fancy betta? Internet says maybe. Thank you. Yep, I thought you already took that tank down. I took out. So what had happened? The tank is not taken down. I made the last video a month and a half ago, maybe, that I was done doing it. I got rid of a lot of them, but there were still a few in there, and now they have bred, and now I have more bristlenose, more guppies, and more shrimp. So I need to take it down. I definitely need to. Scottish Aquatic says, I would love to come check out the pond and the tanks one day, Bob. One day. The problem is my fish room is a disaster. LR Bretts is awesome like that, though. Yeah. Lucas, man, that dude's pretty insane, especially with rainbow fish. Like, my roommate is insisting that I get an aquarium, so he went out and got me one, and he will do the work due to my disability. The learning curve I have to teach him. Chewy LTD, that is awesome, though. That is super amazing. Caleb Overhaul says, my gecko gets here tomorrow. It is absolutely true. Again, a huge thanks to everyone that helped out in getting Caleb his gecko. We were able to get everything we needed and then some. So yeah, we should be set for a while on foods and just everything. It's going to be super awesome. I can't wait to see it. Is a trash can a pond? Tampa Tom, it definitely could be. Jimmy is here. What's up, Jimmy? Rice fish, maybe. Well, Corey at Aquarium Co-op, as the hat says, he's doing rice fish. So I don't want to do the same thing he's doing, because then we'll just flood the market with the same fish, which, I don't know, doesn't seem smart. But rice fish are pretty dang awesome. And there was actually, rice fish are what was in these ponds before I took them. 54 Punchy says, hey Caleb, are we excited? I'm pretty sure Caleb's excited. I just can't wait to see it. The terrarium looks amazing. He did a really good job. And I think Jimmy will be there in the next week or two, and he'll get me some sweet footage, hopefully. And we can get a video on it. It's going to be sweet. Chewy, that's cool of your roommate. Yep. Anyone know where to get the 100-gallon Rubbermaid stock ponds for a reasonable price? I keep finding them around for $300. Seems really expensive. Fake name, that is super duper expensive. The 100-gallon Rubbermaid totes in my area are $89.99, and the 250 or 300-gallon ones are $300. So, Tractor Supply, if you have one, is where they are in my area for $89.99. Tangs and Tang says, pumped, I repurposed my grandfather's 4-foot igloo cooler to breed neon gold rosy barbs. Well, that's awesome. That's another thing I want to do is like barbs, because there's some barbs that can get pretty cold. If anyone watched my last video, the rosy barbs would be one of those fish that I want to do. Yo, headache but lurking. Hello, Priscilla. What sizes are these ponds? So, Sean, they are 6 feet by 4 feet by roughly, I didn't measure the depth, but if I was to guess, I'd say like 18 or 20 inches. So it's like 360 or 380 gallons-ish. Yeah, they're the same size as Murphy's tank, if you've ever seen his tank at Aquarium Co-op. Anyone use the 27-gallon heavy-duty totes? Okay, I'm getting rid of this. I've dropped it too many times. What else can I fidget with? This won't make very much noise if I drop it. Yes, I use them. I think I have one that's full of rocks right now and one that's full of sand. Hey, Jimmy, any ideas when that video might drop? What video? Are you talking about the one with Caleb? That's going to be on my channel. He's just shooting it for me since he's going to be there. And then I'll get it out on my channel as soon as I can. 6 foot by 4 foot by 24 inches. Is it 2 feet? It doesn't seem like it's 2 feet, but I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't seem that big to me. But I want to build so I want to do like terrestrial plants around the outside. Like I actually want to build up around it and like plant around it. Right now, I don't know if you guys saw the new thumbnail, but that is actually the picture of the pond. And right around it is just a bunch of dead grass right now. Because we don't want our lawn. So it'd be kind of cool to like build up like a platform around it and kind of have like this tropical oasis. I don't know, just So I need ideas on like plants. Like I'm definitely not a plant person when it comes to plants outside of the water, especially what can be grown outside of my state. So I have just a ton of research to do. Really no question, Adam, just talking about ponds. I've never done one before, so, you know, if anybody has advice, that would be cool. Chirish, I'm currently retrofitting my aquarium to run on Life PO4 batteries and solar. I can power my 10 gallon, 29 gallon, 24/7 so far. Need to upgrade batteries to support my 150. I'm doing solar for my pond because I have no power behind my house. I've already got my solar panels, and I'm just gonna use the USB air pump that Aquarium Co-op sells. And it's gonna be pretty sweet. He's talking about Corey's video of his fish room. Who knows, dude? That dude has like 3 months worth of videos scheduled out, so you never really know. He could drop it anytime. Hey, I'll be lurking because it's too hard to drive and chat. Yeah, don't drive and chat. What else we got here? I have suggestions for plants. Grow. I don't want to do carnivorous plants. That, I don't know. That don't really interest me. I want like I just want like tropical plants, like tropical looking plants, or maybe I want like, I don't know what I want it to look like yet. Maybe that's the problem. What are the predators around your area? I generally don't get predators in here at all because of my dogs. My dogs would kill just about anything that comes in my yard, including humans. So let that be a lesson to you. Stay out, because you'll get dead. How big is your new pond, Bob? It's 6 foot. So I have 2 of them. They're 6 foot by 4 foot by 2 feet deep. Stab me with a fork. I don't know. I just like carnivorous plants. Like, they seem cool, but they also seem like a lot of work. I don't know. So we have like a weird climate here in Washington too. It rains a lot, but it's not humid. Rarely humid. So it's kind of weird. I think people assume that it would just be humid here, but it never gets really warm enough to be humid. Elephant ears and banana trees, they have color varieties and are amazing. Lilies are nice plants for ponds. I will agree, lilies are nice. My dad actually propagates lilies, so I could do that pretty easily. Black mollies in the pond. You won't know how many you have until you drain the pond. That would be hilarious. I know. I almost thought about putting my black Moscow guppies out there. Because in my area, like, guppies are the one fish that I could unload relentlessly, like, super easy. But I definitely couldn't do that with bushy nose plecos. They're not... Well, I'll look into it, but I don't know. Just carnivore plants. I don't know. I'll check them out, though. Moss, just do a lot of moss. I want to get, like, that... Here's the thing, is, like... I don't know if any of you guys follow Aqua Pros, but he's doing his greenhouse, and I guess I could just call and ask him, but like he has these like little, I would call them like foreground plants in your aquarium, like between all of his like stepping stones, and I always thought that looked pretty cool. And I think to have like my pond surrounded by that would look pretty neat, and then maybe some tall plants in the background. I don't know. Is it going to be all season or summer pond? I would try to drag it out year-round if I could. I don't know if I'd be able to, but I would definitely try. Ponds are limited to koi and goldfish. What about a pond or pool for monster fish? Why are they limited to koi and goldfish? I'm doing tropical fish for sure. It's going to be tropical fish. Hey, Bob. Down to do an aquascape video on a 40 breeder. I feel like getting crazy. When do you want to do it? I think this weekend is pretty jam-packed for me already. How many Asian arowanas can I put in a 5-gallon? You could put in a lot of eggs. Do it, those look cool. All of them in the US. I don't even know what you're asking. I just put some Variotis platies in mine. Ooh, I love Variatus platies. Like, I don't know, I've never owned a platy in my life, but if I did, that would be the one. The ones I saw at the co-op look so good. I feel like I say a lot. Like, I don't normally say a lot in public, but, or like in real life. But when I'm making videos and on a live stream, I'm like, I don't know, anyways, Cole Schramm, what's going on, buddy? Everyone's saying hello to Cole. Cole. So, like, even, I don't know, I would like a foreground plant. I don't know what it's called if it's not an aquarium, but that, like, around the outside, and it's going to be against the house, but I'm going to leave, like a foot, maybe foot and a half, so I could grow something behind there that's tall as well. It'll only get sun. It won't get sun in the morning. It'll get sun like late afternoon and evening, which should hopefully help not be an algae farm, I would hope. How many Ancistrus can I put in a 50-gallon pond bowl? Honestly, I would probably start with maybe a couple males and a couple females because it'll get overrun pretty quick. Ginger Grave says, I've got one huge common pleco and some guppies, white clouds in my pond. It's going to add shrimp. That would be cool. Your common pleco will take him out, but I'm sure they'll be able to breed faster than he'll be able to eat them. Of course, if he's that big, he probably won't even go after the shrimp. So, rams would be great for a pond, at least here in Texas. I could do like Bolivian rams. They do well in colder temperatures. Definitely not like electric blues or anything like that. I'd love for a few frogs in my pond. That would be cool. Some sort of amphibian in my pond would be kind of fun. Do you want some baby palm trees? Do you think they would grow in my area? I mean, I guess if I would just water them. I don't know anything about them. Sean, I do want crayfish. However, crayfish are illegal in Washington. So I can only go catch them if I'm going to eat them. I cannot catch them and then put them in my pond. That would be illegal. And it's also illegal for me to buy them and ship them here. To eat, of course. Yeah. To eat, I swear. When I had my pond, I found dragonfly nymphs. I don't think that would be an issue here. Well, I guess it could be. I don't know what's on my shirt. Fake name. Yep, white-colored minnows are banned up here in BC, Canada as well. That seems kind of weird. It's a weird fish to be banned. They were really neat. Helped with mosquito larvae. Yeah, but dragonfly nymphs will kill fish. That's the problem. You really don't want those in your pond because they will kill your fish. What else could we do? Chewy, why are they considered dangerous to native? Could fall from kitchen to pond. Yeah, my kitchen would be above the pond. It's an accident. It's an accident. Otter Creek Aquatics says I have amphibians in my pond, not on purpose. They just show up. What kind? That's the one thing I don't see in Washington State very often anymore. There's like bullfrogs everywhere. There's tree frogs everywhere, but we don't see newts and salamanders anymore like I did when I was a kid. When I was a kid, you could turn over like any rock or any piece of log and you would always find, gosh, I don't even remember what they're called now, but like the yellow salamander or the red line salamander. I don't know. I'm just making that up, but yeah. Unfortunately, you can't do that anymore, which is kind of unfortunate. Jay's Aquatic, what's going on, my friend? Candy linking my website. Thank you very much. Pony Girls here. We do have dragonfly nymphs in Western Washington. Yeah, we definitely do. I just don't know that it would be a problem. I'm not, well, I don't know. Of course, I say that now, and I'll probably have them. Rented guy, what's going on, my friend? So yeah, I don't know. I also kind of want to put Corridoras in my pond. It might just get out of control. Like, I hope I don't have the same problem with ponds as with fish tanks. Like, where you get one, and then you want to get another one, and another one, and another one. I have a big enough yard, but Man, that sounds crazy. Plus, having to take everything out when it starts getting too cold, or heat it, which sounds expensive. Brandon guy says, ponds, huh? Building one? Nope. Nymph is a funny word. Yeah, that's a nymph. That seems like a good like avatar name. Like if you're gaming, nymph. I don't know. It's kind of stupid. What do I know? Anyways, no, they're preformed, prefabbed. I'm not building one. They're just prefabbed. 6 feet by 4 feet by 2 feet deep. Here comes the hail. Daryl Deemer, what's going on? Trier Shop in Nashville, Tennessee, USA. We've got the heat. Turn the whole yard into a pond. I wish. That would be. I wouldn't want the whole yard into a pond. I would want multiple ponds in my yard. But then my dogs would have nowhere to poop, and that would get messy. Jamie McDonald. Oh yeah, and we did reach over 100 people last week. Hopefully, I couldn't share it out this week because the live stream, because I changed the topic in the thumbnail at the last minute, and it wasn't updating. Like it just kept showing the old thumbnail. So I didn't want to share out a rainbow fish thumbnail when we're not talking about rainbow fish. So I don't know if we're gonna hit 100 today, but we did hit it last week. Jamie McDonald's here. Hello, sorry I'm late. We can get started now. Finally. It's the same thing as a tank. I have 3 other ponds planned. Oh, man. Luckily, I can't afford it. I got a screaming deal on these ponds from Corey, as in they were free. But, yeah, they seem pretty expensive. The Fish Tank Barn. $4.99 Super Chat. African cichlids in the pond for a tip jar. I want to do... The only way I would do African cichlids if it was huge, like one of the, what is it? I forget the brand, but there's a 8 foot around by 2 feet deep. It's like 720 gallons. I would want something like that, and I would want it to be round for African cichlids, so then I could build up a rock pile in the middle, and then I could actually jump in and like kind of float around the outside with my camera and get underwater. I would definitely do African cichlids in a pond, though. I think that would be super awesome. I would do all like Lake Tanganyikan species, like shell dwellers and rock dwellers and Cyprichromis. It would be a lot of fun, though. Free fertilizer, yeah. Been a few years since I've been to Nashville. I think Tennessee is one of the states I have never been to. Aquatic turtles. I don't know that I'd want to leave turtles outside. I don't want to have to like build anything to keep them from like getting out and crawling away. I don't know if the hawks around here would try to get them. Maybe. It seems kind of weird. I don't know. But turtles are on the list. I should say tortoise. Tortoise is on the list. Got the reptile show next weekend. We'll see what I can find. I'm not putting much faith in it, though. I'm pretty sure it's just going to be ball pythons and crested geckos and leopard geckos, and that's it. Q Aquatics, who has a super amazing, awesome, radical pond. Did someone say pond? Yes. I'm not doing koi, though, because I do not like koi. I'm not a fan of koi. I shouldn't say I don't like them. I'm just not a fan of them. Like, they just don't do anything for me. They're beautiful fish, but to me they just seem like they're giant, expensive goldfish. I don't know. There was a beautiful African pond in Hawaii. Yes, there is not a local fish store, but there is a fish store down about an hour, maybe a little more away from me that has an African cichlid pond in it. Q Aquatic says, I'm going to a reptile show next weekend. Probably not the same one. That would be cool, though. I don't think I'm going to have anyone to go with. I'm going to be going by myself. The last one, I went with Jimmy and got to meet up with the Turtle Girl and had some fun. I think I've dragged Jimmy to maybe 2 reptile shows. Yeah. This time I don't have anyone to go with, so it's going to be pretty boring. In World Aquatics, thanks, man. I want to do some oddball fishing there. Let's focus on plants, but definitely have some. Hawks and eagles will attack ponds. Yeah, my So we have probably like a 30,000 gallon pond at my dad's house, and there's an eagle's nest right above it. So yeah. Box turtles can live outside year-round. They brumate all winter. My buddy keeps them in his backyards and breeds them. Scottish Aquatic says, I'll roll with you, Bob. All right, I'll let you know. I don't know if I'm going to go Saturday or Sunday. Or Sunday. I haven't decided yet. Jamie McDonald says, still the best no-content channel on YouTube. Candy Overhauls. Hey, quiet down. Hey. Quiet. We're live. Come here. 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 Come on. You're making all this noise. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Oh, you big wuss. See, he's making all this noise because... Oh, get up here. Oh, jeez. He's got one of these on so he can't scratch in certain areas. I don't know if you can see him, but see all this, like losing his hair. Oh, he was at the vet all day on Friday. Get out of here. That's where all the noise is coming from. Couldn't use a standard, like one of the plastic cones on him, because the dude would just bash into everything and just, I mean, he was putting like marks in the walls with the hood, or with the cone. It was ridiculous. Jamie, you were too kind. Oh my gosh. Easy with that, huh? Hey. Stop. Oh, V-Stag is here. What's going on, Victor? Good to see you, my friend. He says hit the like button. Oh, I haven't said that at all. Thanks for the reminder. Hit the like button, people. You gotta hit the like button. So that's content. Jamie, you're too kind. I am just me. No superhero. I'm going with my daughter. It will be her first time. Ooh, that sounds fun. Otter Creek Aquatics says, I've seen a video where first started on YouTube of an indoor discus pond. Wait. I seen a video when I first started on YouTube of an indoor discus pond. I might have actually seen that video. That's called a modified oh my gosh. Elizabethan collar. Yeah, this little dude is like costing me an arm and a leg. So if you're wondering why projects aren't getting done, it's because of that dude. Seriously. Oh, but he's worth every penny. I agree with you, Jamie McDonald. So I'm wanting to change out my ADA lights with some fluvials. I think it will get better color from my plants and less algae. I was wondering why you're selling that light. I don't like those lights. I probably shouldn't say this since you're trying to sell it. Here's why I hate these lights that you're trying to sell. I just don't like metal halide lights. They consume way too much power. They will grow anything for sure, but man, they get hot and they take up a lot of juice. So I'm wanting. Oh, Artie, that runs your grains. I was lucky to work in Vegas and Nashville when I was much younger in the music business. That would be cool. That would be cool. I don't know that I want to work in Vegas, though. I feel like Vegas is like one of those places that you go for like 3, maybe 4 days, and then you've had enough. Hang wire over the pond every 1.5 foot, and eagle and hawk are dive predators. Oh, we're not trying to. We don't care. Like there's trout, sunfish, bass, big bullfrogs. We are pro eagle in my family. We are like pro feeding baby eagles and letting them live on our property. The funny thing is that it's like in a tree that's like right on the other side of our property line, and so like they can't cut down the trees because eagles are protected. So like as long as they stay there, they can't cut down the forest and put up houses. So we're like, yeah, come eat our fish, eat all you want, dine out every single day in our pond. We don't care. We do care about like the muskrats and meerkats, and I don't know, we don't have meerkats, but all the ones that go diving in the pond and kill our fish. Same with like cranes. Screw those guys. Those guys are jerks. You're right, sir, which is why I want to swap them. Yeah, like I've had one metal halide light, and I use it on my saltwater tank, and man, they are so cool. They look so good on saltwater tanks. But I did not, one, trust how hot it got, like insanely hot. I'm like, this thing's gonna start a fire. But then you start looking at like power consumption, and it's just ridiculous, especially with LEDs. Anyways, I hope I didn't just sway someone who was trying to buy your lights. Pro Eagle. Eagles are pretty rad, dude. Like, even if they weren't like the national bird, they're still pretty rad. Like hawks, I like hawks. I like owls. We have owls. All birds pretty much, except for cranes, because cranes are jerks. Used to feed my salmon chunks to eagles that lived in a tree in my backyard. Love them eagles. Yeah, they're just really cool. And they don't hurt anyone. They'll actually like come down. So like the pond is probably like 30 feet from the house, and then there's grass, a whole big grass yard. And they'll actually just come and down and like hang out in the yard, because like after we barbecue, like we'll barbecue up some chicken and then chuck the bones out in the yard, and they'll come swooping down and just kind of hang out there. We have a lot of crows too. The crows take advantage of that, but you know, crows are pretty awesome too. They never hurt anyone. Turkeys, I don't know. Turkeys are just kind of, they just make a lot of noise and poop a lot. Anyways, I don't even know where I was going with this. I don't even know how I got to this point. We are at the halfway mark, so we're at that point where we can pretty much open up the show and talk about whatever we want. A pigeon flew into my face at lunch. I'd crush it to death if I got my hands on it. Ice Cream Man says, Bob, what kind of CO2 setup you using? Looking to buy a setup here soon. I am actually not using any CO2 right now. I have 2 CO2 setups. I have that I have used. I still have them. I don't know why I'm not using them. Well, okay, so I took them down because I got tired of trimming stem plants like every 2 days. So I have a 5-pound tank with an Aquatic regulator, and then I have like the big massive like 20-ish pound tank with Milwaukee regulator. And then I also have another brand new Milwaukee regulator in the box that I've had for years that I've never used. And then the 5-pound one is split with an Aquatec splitter, so it goes to 2 tanks. I have the crazy 6 splitter one too that I was gonna put on the 20-pound tank, but it's way too rough. Woo! We just hit 100 people. But it's way too hard to get it all dialed in. Oh, 102 people. All right, look at that. Start talking about eagles and we jump over 100. Maybe we should just talk about eagles. Anyways, so those are the 2 systems that I currently have, and that I have used. And as I continue to break down and get rid of more tanks, I'm actually thinking of setting them back up, because now I actually have some time to grow some plants and trim plants again. But when you get those, you get like Rotala and Laguidia growing, where you're having to cut them like every 2 days. It gets old pretty fast. Can I put mascara barbs in ponds? No, Jimmy, you cannot. Bearded Bob's Fish Room, Rainbow Fish and Ponds. So I'll just tell you what I'm doing. So I got 2 of them, right? One's going to be in a pond, one's going in my garage, and every single fish that is currently in my fish room is going to go into that pond, the tote that's in my garage. And I'm breaking down every single tank in the fish room temporarily. And I'm going to redesign my fish room again. I started last year and never finished because I can never decide on anything. And because it's really hard to redo your fish room when all your tanks are full of fish. So every single fish I own is going to be going into the tub, into the garage. And then I'm gonna like actually design racks and actually figure out a layout before I start doing it. So that's what's going on with the other one. Anyways, Steenfott Aquatics, is there a way to be sure that a Carbensis is a female? I need to find a female for my 75 so she can breed with my big male. Yes, if you're buying adults, absolutely. There is a huge difference between male and female Carbensis. Females will have like the purple belly. So just look, well, it'll be subtle unless they're like really fat and plump and ready to go. If they're ready to get it on, their bellies will be purple, and it's really easy to tell. Q Aquatic says, I'm just starting to try CO2. CO2 is fun. you got to be careful. I nuked an entire fish tank when it somehow got turned to full blast, and I came back to just blasting CO2 in my fish tank. Luckily, I saved the fish because I had to do like a 99% water change. I might have lost like 1 or 2 fish, but most of the fish survived. If I hadn't just come back in the room, though, man, that would have been a bloodbath. $10 super chat from Duke Nukem. I wish I could meet you at the reptile show, so you'd have to settle for this donation instead. I mean, if you're local, I don't know if you're in Washington State. Well, I guess you could be in Washington State and still not have it be local, but thank you for the $10 super chat. That will go towards a new camera. Yep, that specific $10 is going towards a new camera. Bird food, fish food as food. Wait, bird food, fish. I don't know what that means. If you have mascara barbs, do it, Jimmy. No, Bearded Bob's Fish Room. I gave Jimmy for free a ton of like huge mascara barbs, and he put them in a pond, and they disappeared the next day, and nobody knows where they went. Like aliens came down and got them. Yeah. Oh, there's Swishy right there. It's a joke. Bearded Bob. Bob gave me mascara barbs, and I put them in a pond, and they were missing the next day. Not even 24 hours. Like seriously, all gone. Just vanished. They didn't jump out. They didn't get eaten. Just gone. I think he sold them. I think out of the kindness of my heart, because I'm such a nice giving dude, I gave them to him for free, and I think he was like, dang, mascara barbs are expensive. I could probably get like $100 a piece for these, and then he sold them. That's what I think happened, but you know, it can't be verified. Obviously, I'm joking, people. Calm down. Thanks for the tip. Supermod Candy. Hey, Friday Fish Facts. Oh, Ron is here. What's up, Ron? I won't mess up this time. Birds eat them. It's tough. I don't know how birds would have got in that pond because it's pretty deep. You like hello everyone. Hello. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna try to say that again. Sounds like raccoons. Can you just run your CO2 to get your plants nice and big, then cut back, or does it have to stay on? If you start messing with your water parameters that much, you'll start getting algae. You'll get inconsistent growth. It's the thing with plant tanks is that you really want them to be like settled and like think of like doing your lights, going from like 8 hours to just turning them on and off randomly. Like, oh, my plants are all full grown and bushy. Let's just turn off the lights so they don't grow anymore. Obviously, that's an extreme, but it's kind of the same with CO2. $2 super chat from Joel. Eagle food, maybe small breed dog or something. I mean, there's definitely a small dog in my neighborhood that I would not mind if it became eagle food. And that's saying a lot because I love dogs, even ankle biters. I would never own them. I think they're useless, but I still like them because they're a dog, as funny as that sounds. But this dog is the biggest a-hole you've ever seen in your life. Are there herons in your area? They can dive pretty deep. Yeah, but the pond itself, like, herons are not diving in this pond. There's no way. Like, it's kind of weird. I want to say maybe like 4 feet by 4 feet by 4 feet. I don't know. So they're definitely not dive bombing, and it's too deep for them to stand in. It's just weird. James, Jimothy. Jim Smith says, hey, Jimmy, do you have any more of those sweet mascara barbs you sold me last year? Yeah, see? I knew it. Small colorful fish for a 10-gallon red cherry shrimp tank. Celestial Pearl Danios. CPD would be a great fish to have with shrimp. And they're pretty dang colorful. Where can I find an alien betta? I have no idea where they got that thing. There is one at Aquarium Co-op. Well, there was last time I was there. I don't know if it's still for sale. But I have no idea where they got it. Twin Cities Guppies might be selling alien bettas. I live in Maryland. I have no idea Alien World Aquatics. But if anyone has one, I feel like it should be you. I'm keeping up with Frank's betta, so I might have some. Swisky, the alien betta was gorgeous. It was really cheap, too. John says, does CO2 help prevent algae? Absolutely, it can. It's not like... it's not like one of those things where you're just, hey, real quick, we stopped talking about eagles, and we went from 100 to 85. So I think after today's stream, we talk about nothing but eagles forever. Anyways, so adding CO2 is not just going to be like some magic cure-all to algae, but it can definitely help suppress it. Illinois Aquatics, if you ever go to the New England Aquarium, thanks. Anyways, don't tease me. Frank's betas are awesome. Yep, Aquarium Co-op. Got it from the wet spot. I don't like this dark chat. I want to move. So, on one screen over here, I have the chat in white, and on this screen over here, it's in black. And I think I do better on the white, so I'm moving to the white. There we go. And then I will move the black background over here. All right, let's try this for a while. See how this works. Oh yeah, I guess I probably just lost. Let's look. Let's see how many subscribers I just lost by talking trash about small dogs. Okay, let's look. See, I always do something like that and lose a couple subscribers every stream. But I'm not gonna change who I am just to have subscribers. So let's see. I might not have lost any. Maybe. No, we're holding strong. Haven't lost any yet. All right. See? I'm sure all the small dog people have already left my channel a long time ago, except for Candy. I know she has a small dog. I know Corey has a small dog. Let's not talk about LeBron. Okay, enough pond talk. Let's talk about LeBron and food. We sold it for $40, I think. That's insane. Like, I could have easily bought that fish for $40 and turned around and sold it for $100 easily online. What color gravel show rainbow cichlids color the best? Black gravel always. If you want good color in fish, always go with black gravel. Black gravel, black sand, black background. I said I wasn't going to do that anymore, and I did. I'm just a big fat liar. I'll have to find a way to get one safely to Maryland. I think Frank's betas. Follow Frank's betas on Instagram. I'm pretty sure he ships. But yes, tiger bite. Black gravel, black background. That's the way to make your fish look good. Don't get that blue background nonsense. Nobody likes blue background. Get over it. Black backgrounds with black gravel. Uh-oh. We brought out KG Tropicals with the dog talk. I have small dogs and only hate you a little bit. Yeah, see? Now, if KG Tropicals, if Mr. John can only hate me a little bit, then I feel like I'm making progress. Little dogs, you mean rats? Yeah. I don't know. I like my dogs to serve a purpose, and little dogs just have no purpose. I guess they would make good, like, watchdogs because all they do is bark. But if someone actually comes into your house, the little dog's not going to do anything, man. They're just all talk. They're like bullies. That's all they are, bullies. They just talk and talk and talk, but once you actually stand up to them, they go screaming to their mom with the tail between their legs. Just like a bully. That's why I love bullies, because they're so easy to push around. I love bullying bullies. The only people I will ever bully in my life is a bully. Stop hating blue backgrounds. I knew I was going to get someone there. What about all the hubbubs with Flowerhorns doing best on blue backgrounds? I mean, I thought you meant real fish, not Flowerhorns. Flowerhorns just look goofy no matter what background or color the background is. I'm pissing off everyone today, I'm telling you. I'm kidding. Calm down. When I was younger, I had a boxer. When I was younger, I had two boxers named Frazier and Ariel. Ariel after the Little Mermaid, and Frazier after Frazier. I mean, surely you guys know who Frazier is. Not the boxer, the TV show. Corey would argue they make great light waterproof testers. Yeah, I remember that video. I've been going back and like redoing a lot of my old videos. Some of you may notice like new thumbnails and things like that on my older videos, and then I've been sharing them. And man, that was a lot of fun back then. Just doing weird fish random stuff, just going and hanging out for a day. Candy says, pissing off the internet one topic at a time. That is what I do. That is like my sole purpose in life. The whole dog protection thing is an American phenomenon. I'm pretty sure they have dog protection in every country. I mean, like, let's see. I can think of like at least 10 breeds that were bred outside of America just for protection. Let's talk religion and politics. How about never? I have a small dog and I'm not hating on you. Yeah, see, we're adults, people. We're allowed to have a difference of opinion and still like each other. I mean, believe it or not, you can do that. It is possible. And he's a jerk. See? There's jerks. Don't be surprised if Bob has 2,000 subscribers left in the morning. Hey, but those 2,000 subscribers, like, if you're still subscribed to me after watching this live stream, I know for a fact that we are friends. I mean, that's how you know. That's how you weed out all the fake people. You just be yourself. That's how you get rid of all the fake people. A weasel could be a good watch weasel. I don't really know what that means, but all right. No. We will never cross the line of politics or religion on this channel. Ever. And what else do we have to talk about here? Yeah, that's never going to happen. You don't like any goofy fish, do you? No flowerhorns, no blood parrots. I like them. Like, so I like flowerhorns. I just don't like... Okay. How can I say this? So I like flowerhorns. I would never keep one because I don't like species-only tanks. I have one now with my puffer, and it drives me crazy to see like this 5-inch puffer in 40 gallons of water, and I can't put anything else in there. There's so much room in there, especially because it's an ambush predator. So he just sits there in one spot. He's in the same exact spot every time I go into the fish room. And the only time he moves is when he sees me getting the worms out and he knows it's eating time. And so, I don't know, like a lot of these like big Central American cichlids that you have to have like 300-gallon tanks for one fish. I just look at that and I just think about like, man, you could have like 200 fish in there. I don't get it. I just don't get it. It's not for me. I'm not saying that they're not cool. Like blood parrots would be like that well, okay, I'm not even gonna go there, but they're just weird. Blood parrots are weird looking. We can agree on that, right? Blood parrots are weird. Get an upside down catfish and name it Demogorgon or Demigorgon after Stranger Things. Yeah. Yeah, Bob is entitled to his opinion about flowerhorns looking derpy. He's not exactly wrong. Now, I get where people would think that I would love flowerhorns because we both have gigantic foreheads. But it's just not the case. Like, normally animals with big gigantic foreheads and I get along great. Maybe that's why I like big dogs. I don't know. But just the flowerhorn, I don't know. It kills it'll rip up your plants. It'll kill stuff that you put in with it. Like, that's the other thing. Like, you can't even put plants in it. You have a 300-gallon tank with one Central American cichlid in it, and you can't even put plants in it. You literally have a clay pot laying on its side in 300 gallons of water. That's just... I don't get it. I don't get it. Blood parrots are hillbilly goldfish. Yeah, we got that from Mike at Aqua Pros when we were hanging out there. Said that they were hillbilly goldfish, and that's how that started. And I've been calling them hillbilly goldfish ever since then because it's so true. It's so true. Just thinking of some community-safe fish that are oddballs and appropriate for a 75-gallon elephant nose fish. I miss my elephant nose fish. I don't like buffalo head cichlids because they're jerks. They're jerks and they breed like guppies. So they are a really cool-looking fish, and again, they have the giant forehead. Another giant forehead fish that I don't like, but they're really fun to watch though. There's a pet store by me that always has them, and they always have like 2 tanks dedicated to them because they have like one's breeding and then they have to put all the fry somewhere because they just breed, and because they're breeding they kill anything they put in this tank. So it's like, here are the adults, here are the fry. And they're really fun to watch, but they're jerks, so I would probably never get them. Blood parrots are my derpy love. Dwayne Kitchell is here. Hello, it's a waste of water. It is a waste of water. Ice Cream Man Bob, I know you like Parkinsoni. How long did it take yours to start getting orange spots on them? At about 2 inches. Like, at about 2 inches, I first can see the orange coming in, but for like the real, like, deep orange, like, splotches, you're probably looking at least a year of, like, power feeding and water changes before you start getting, like, the really, really deep, like, orange or yellow. Depending on location, it'll either be orange or yellow. Most in my area, from wherever the wholesalers get them from, are yellow. I have seen some local people who got them from, like, I don't remember where they got them, but they were actually orange. And I was like, oh my god, orange ones, I have to have them. And I didn't get them. So that was a dumb story, but yeah. I would say like a good year. And honestly, you're probably looking at like 2 years before they're actually like really like good size, where like half their body. But I'm sure there's people out there doing it in like 8 months. I'm sure. Dwayne says, Bob, I have to stick up for the larger SA cichlids. I have kept them, and they are a whole nother level of fish keeping. Behaviors are amazing. Yeah, it's cool. You know, they interact with you, or oh look, I can put my hand up here and it comes up and sees me. It's not coming to say hello or hello. It's coming because it wants to bite your hand off. I mean, it's cool. Like, Flowerhorns interact with you. You know, they follow you around and they're goofy and all that stuff. As far as like next level fish keeping, Dwayne, I can't get on board with you there, because honestly, I can think of like 9,000 fish that are harder to keep than putting one fish in a fish tank with one clay pot. Like, I don't know. I'm sure I'm just pissing off everyone at this point. I picked up 4 Melanotania Negrands. Any tips? Have you ever kept them? I don't know that I've ever had Negrands, but I can tell you, since they're Melanotania, they will be insanely easy to keep, Barbara. Because Melanotania rainbow fish are amazing, and they're super easy. How can I get some of your blue neon parasips? Well, first, I would have to sell them, which I have denied every single person that has ever tried to buy my blue parasips. I have told no to. Yeah. So I don't know. Like, I've turned down some pretty ridiculously large dollar amount offers as well. I love every single one of my parasips. It was the first fish that I ever bred. It took me almost a year to get them, and it's sorry, I have to agree to disagree. This hobby is big enough for us all. That's the nice thing about this hobby. There's something for everyone, right? I mean, you gotta love fish keeping, because really, no matter what you're into, you can do it in this hobby. Unless, you know, you're into some weird stuff, but let's not go there. Wait, never mind. I figured it out. What determines if it's what is being typed here gets... Wait, what? Can you get a reaction of how many of the smaller cichlids like angelfish that are very... Can you get a reaction? Very personable. Okay. I don't know why I changed this and I'm still not looking at this one. You get a reaction out of many of the smaller cichlids like angelfish that are very personal with their owners. That is true. Now Bob is ruining all my childhood memories of hanging out with my little convict cichlids who just wanted to get closer to me because they love me so much. Yeah, they loved your food. Ban Dwayne for having the audacity to disagree with Bob. Hey man, everyone disagrees with me. It's nothing new. I have 5 albino parasips with a group of 5 blue neon parasips. That is amazing. Albino parasips actually look really, really cool. Like, normally I'm not a fan of albino fish, but albino parasips look awesome. Kidding, but convicts are cool because they all have problems. Because they all have the problems of Central American cichlids, but only waste 20 to 29 gallons of water. Yeah, but again, they just breed so... Oh, excuse me. They just breed so fast. And I guess I should point out, like, all fish are awesome. Like, all fish are awesome. I don't know, like even blood parrots, flowerhorns. I don't know that there's any fish that I would say that I actually truly hate. Like if I ever won the mill, if I ever won like millions of dollars dollar-a-doos in the lottery, absolutely I would own these types of fish. Like if I was a millionaire, I would buy a 300-gallon tank and put one fish in it, absolutely. But I'm not, so like that's just so far down on my list of things I want to do in this hobby that I would have to be a millionaire to have like a Central American cichlid in one tank. Because I actually really do like the Haitiensis. Like a huge male Haitiensis is like one of the most amazing fish I've ever seen. They have the huge lyre tail, and they're obviously super angry, but they're just it truly is like an amazing animal to see a full grown Haitiensis cichlids. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right. But yeah, I would absolutely own one of those. But like I said, it would take like winning the lottery to dedicate a whole tank to one. I would buy my Oscar a 300-gallon tank. Yeah, and maybe it's one of those things. Like maybe it's one of those things where like I buy it and then I actually bond with it, like I did with my goldfish. I would never thought I would have bonded with a goldfish, and so maybe it's like I buy this a Haitiensis cichlid and I bond with it, and now I'm like, man, I'm gonna get this guy like a 1,000-gallon aquarium just because he's my pet and he deserves it and he's awesome. Maybe it would be that way. I don't know, but I don't know. My fear would be that I would maybe after a year or two be looking at this 1,000-gallon aquarium and I'm like, man, I could put like 500 rainbow fish in there and I could put like 200 corridoras, and seeing a school of like 200 corridoras in a 1,000-gallon fish tank would be sweet. But no, I'm looking at one fish in this huge tank with a clay pot and maybe some fake plants. You know, it'll rip them up, it'll move them around all the time, but I don't know. We'll see. My pea puffers are extremely interactive, always begging for food. I don't understand what you people are talking about with personable fish. Heck, all my libraries follow me around the fish room begging for food. Very personable. Yeah. Andy Woods has Haitiensis. Am I even saying that right? Like, it's called the common name is the black nasty cichlid. Black nasty cichlid. Let's see. Nandopsis haitiensis. I would assume I'm saying that right. I don't know. Haitian, maybe. No, because it's an E, not an A. So Haitiensis, maybe. Who cares? Well, Bob, when you get to that point and have one fish, when you get to that point, have a one fish fry and put your. Yeah, there you go. Oh man, I don't know that I could ever eat any fish I own. Like that sounds weird to me. Like even if I'm starting this fish farm, I'm gonna grow trout. Like even then, like I just spent like a year feeding and growing out these fish just for me to kill it and eat it. I don't know, it seems weird. Great show, cracks me up. Hey, someone enjoys it. Thanks, Dave. Haitiensis. I was pretty close. You're saying it the same you're saying it the same as his sans northern British accent. Should I look into getting celestial danios? Anyone have opinion on them? So celestial danios are very skittish. I had them one time and they never came out of the what did I have in there? I think dwarf hairgrass, and they just spent their entire life in the dwarf hairgrass. Well, I have a betta and neons in a 60-gallon. That's pretty awesome. A large tank like that needs a lot of schools. Yeah, like, to me, seeing... And it's pretty apparent, because, like, Aquashella, they had that huge circular aquarium with, like, I don't even know how many hundreds of neon tetras in it, schooling around. And that thing... I mean, those videos got, like, millions of views... But then you see the tank with like the one cichlid in it, and it's got like 3 views. So I know I'm not the minority here. I'm definitely in the majority. I got the stats to back it up. Like, seeing a huge school of fish is way cooler than seeing one fish just sitting in a clay pot. And I know this because that's all my pufferfish does, is just sit in the clay pot and wait. Friday Fish Facts has got to run. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Dave's Fish in San Antonio has blue neon parasips. He shipped them to Rachel O'Leary in PA successfully. She has a bunch of great videos on 3 years of summer rubbing and aquatic gardening. Alec, yes. Pretty good friends with Rachel. And what else? Who else keeps them? I think only Rachel and I have them. Out of, like, honestly, I don't even know if she still has them. But I know she has Cyprichromis. Or, no, that tank leaked, so I don't think she has Cyprichromis anymore either. I don't know. My Ember Tetras like to hide unless feeding. That's weird. Mine are always out. Always out schooling. My Ember Tetras school with my Green Fire Tetras, which is pretty fun to watch. Dave's Fish in San Antonio, you have survived another hour live on YouTube. Yes, it is unfortunately time to go. This was a lot of fun. Let me check the live subscriber count, and so far I lost 2 people that live stream. That's below my average. That's an improvement. I average losing about I think 4.5 subscribers per live stream, and I only lost 2 this time, so we're getting better. It's an improvement. Let's see, who do we have to thank? We have to thank everyone because you're all sweet. But Mr. Fax Machine, Jobs, Aquarium Tanks, The Fish Tank Barn, Duke Nukem, and Joel, thank you for your super chats. Thanks everyone for hanging out. Next week we will talk about rainbow fish, so get your rainbow fish questions ready to go for next week. And yeah, for anyone rewatching this, if you have any advice on ponds, let me know down below. Otherwise, I think that's gonna do it. We don't have any other announcements coming up for the channel, so I think that's it. Congrats. Wait, what? Maximum contrast, plants for such rule, you're on Flowerhorns tearing up plants. Yep, absolutely do. Everyone check out Candy Overall's channel. Be sure to hit the notification button too. It's a no content, so you won't get those annoying emails. Oh, we got a new member. Now I gotta wait. We gotta wait. Hey, look, I have even has become a sponsor. Look at that. I don't think I've ever seen that pop up before. Dwight Schrute says, thank you for being a sponsor. Not rainbow fish, sigh, stupid little fish, big cichlids and koi are better. Oh, I forgot I was trashing on koi too. Whoopsie daisy. Alright guys, I gotta go. Thank you, Mr. Fax Machine, for becoming a member. That is super awesome. You're now part of the super exclusive, I don't know. Anyways, I'll see you guys all next week. Thanks. It's been fun. I don't know.